Hello everyone, welcome back to the Flicks Files. This is going to be a very short video today. I normally say that and end up rambling for 20-30 minutes, but I guarantee this won't be a very long video. It's sort of a channel update video. It's been about 3 months now since I started putting videos on YouTube. So I thought enough time had passed and enough videos had been put on my channel up to this point for me to take stock and see where I'm at and look at what my aims are going forward. And I began doing YouTube at the end of July. And what gave me the idea to do it was I don't really have friends that have YouTube channels. I don't really know anybody personally that does this. And there are quite a number of YouTube channels that I watch of people that talk about movies that I always enjoy. And I've always loved talking about films because I've always loved films my whole life. And I thought, oh, I really ought to give this a go. What's stopping me? I've already got a YouTube account because I'm using it to subscribe to other channels. I've got a phone with a fairly decent camera on it. I've got a computer that I can use to do editing. So all I really need to buy is just a tripod to stand my phone on and a microphone. So I took the plunge and I did. And I recorded an intro video that was like an hour long, which looking back was very naive of me to do. Nobody knew who I was and I just sat in front of the phone. I didn't even have a tripod at that point. I was still waiting for it to be delivered. So I had to prop my phone up on my desk. And I look back at that video now 3 months later and I think, oh, I would do it very differently. But that's uploading onto YouTube and learning the process and trying to get better with every video that you do. So one of the things I wanted to mention was that up till now, I've been doing about 2 videos a week. And I thought that it might be better for me to go to 1 video a week just on the Fridays. And I'll give you my reasons why. Up till now, I've kind of been uploading videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, with the Tuesday videos being videos where I talk about parts of my collection or parts of the book collection that I've got, and miscellaneous type videos, much like the one I'm doing now. And then on Fridays, I tend to upload review or deep dive videos, as I call them. And looking back at the watch history of those videos, it's fairly clear that the review videos get more views and they seem to be more popular. So I thought, should I just start doing nothing but review videos for a while and see how that goes? And the only problem with doing review videos is the damn YouTube copyright strikes. And it's a real pain when you've filmed a video and you edit it and you're really happy with it, and then you upload it onto YouTube and it immediately gets blocked because of the content that I've spliced into it. And I always say that when you make videos where you're talking about movies, it's much better to have lots of clips of the movie that I'm talking about, because I want to show you what it is I'm referring to. And it's trying to get that fine balance of having the clips in the video to make it interesting, but not get copyright strikes. So inevitably, what tends to happen whenever I do a new video is I'll upload it to YouTube and it will get blocked. And then I will have to go back into the editing software and start to trim out some of the clips that it flagged up. And sometimes this can take 3, 4, even 5 attempts before I finally get it uploaded and YouTube's happy with it. And I don't mind that at all. It's fine, but it does take quite a bit of time, because every time you edit the video, you have to re-encode it and then upload it, and it just takes time. And there's been a few times recently where I've been close to the wire when I've been doing 2 videos a week. And I'm thinking, oh God, if this one doesn't get allowed, I'm struggling to find the time to get it uploaded in time to hit that Friday release date, you see. So I thought, if I'm just going to start concentrating on doing review videos, maybe if I just went down to one video a week on the Friday, that would give me more time to get round to this problem, and hopefully to spend a bit more time on the videos themselves and just make them better. Because ultimately, I just want to make videos that people want to enjoy watching. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So when you watch this video, if you're watching this on the Tuesday, there will be a review video on the Friday. And then from that point onwards, it will just be a video every Friday. And then I will see how I get on with that, up till maybe the end of the year, and see how we are in the new year in terms of my analytics, this damn analytics thing. All this is new to me. When I started the YouTube channel, I never thought about the statistics side of it, but YouTube does give you the tools to monitor these things. And it is very interesting when you start to look at the performances of certain videos and where people live who are watching your videos. And one of the things that I found really interesting was that I seem to have more American and Canadian people watching my videos than I do British people, which I don't mind at all. That's absolutely fine. I've got no problem with Americans and Canadians. I've always liked America. I just assumed that because I was British, that my viewers would probably be British. But it is a worldwide thing, so that's absolutely fine. And I'm happy for anybody to watch my videos, really. So, yeah, I thought I would go down to one video a week and then see how we get on. And the other thing is, I noticed that of the videos that I've done so far, I don't know how many it is, I must be getting near 30. The one that really took off, that had views in the thousands, and I got hundreds of comments on it, and it was a real sort of, oh my God moment when that happened. It was lovely. Was the review I did of the science fiction movie, The Black Hole. So I kind of thought, that's really interesting. So it's science fiction that people are really interested in. And I've always said that's my favorite genre. So I could definitely do more science fiction review videos if that's what people want to see. And already I've got a few more planned that I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. So again, I'm quite happy to cater for whatever my subscribers want to see, within reason. Obviously, I do work within a niche. I like talking about science fiction and action films mainly. Of the 1980s, I seem to be focusing a lot on as well. I'm looking at the list of movies that I'm thinking of talking about as I go forward, and quite a few of them are from the 1980s. So I'm going to do that, and we'll just see where we go. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was I was thinking of perhaps talking about certain TV series, if people think that would be interesting. I have a small list of TV shows that I've always been a big fan of, and I could list them very quickly. I've always liked The X-Files. It's no coincidence that this channel is called The Flix Files, because when I started this channel and I was trying to think of a name for it, for some reason, I kept thinking of The X-Files. I thought, well, obviously, I can't use that. But I thought, well, maybe I could use like a variation of it. And I recalled that a slang name, which probably isn't used anymore for movies, was Flix. Should we go down to the Flix? So I thought, well, I'll call it The Flix Files, but spell Flix with an X to sort of make it a bit more like The X-Files. And that's what I did. So I've been a big fan of The X-Files ever since it started. I like the new, well, it's not so new now, but the reimagined Battlestar Galactica. I always thought that was excellent. I'm a big fan of the original Star Trek series. I like Breaking Bad. And I like Farscape, the Jim Henson show, if anyone remembers that. So they're shows that I thought I could do videos on my favorite episodes from those shows if people want to see that. And give that a go. But I'm just spitballing. We'll see. Maybe I'll do an X-Files one and just see how we get on with the views for that particular video. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm hoping to do going forward. And at the time I'm recording this, I'm way over the subscriber limit that I thought I would be at. I always said when I started that my aim was to hit 10 subscribers by Christmas. And the reason I set that so drastically low was because I don't have any social media. I don't have Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. So I have no means of advertising my channel. I just rely on YouTube throwing my thumbnail up for people to randomly come across. And hopefully they'll watch my video and then subscribe. And it seems to be working okay so far. So I've got a lot more than I thought I would at this point. And I hope it continues. It's great. And I thought it would be really cool. This is thinking way ahead now. So maybe into next year, that if I get to 500 subscribers, say, or perhaps even 1,000, can you imagine that? It'd be lovely to have more interaction with you guys, with the subscribers, and maybe do like a Q&A thing. If any of you have specific questions that you want to ask me about movies or about me, I'd be happy to collate them and make a video where I talk about them. That'd be a nice, fun thing to do. 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, it's funny because you kind of get addicted to watching your subscriber count. And if you get up the following morning and you see your subscribers gone up by just 1 or 2, it's really exciting. So when it jumps by like 10 or 20 at a time, it's fantastic. And I often think, will that ever wear off? When I see channels where they have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I can't imagine having that kind of an audience of that size. It's like I've always said, I used to work in education. So I'm used to seeing 30 kids in a classroom and what that's like in terms of people in a small room. And when I hit 100 subscribers, I imagined 3 times that amount in the same room. So you think, gosh, this room's getting quite full now. And then when I got over 200 subscribers, I thought, well, now everybody has to go outside because they won't fit in the room. And when I see channels that have tens of thousands of subscribers, and you think that's like the same amount of people at a Taylor Swift concert, just an incredible amount of people. If you got that many people in a field and you had a big sound system that you could shout out to every one of them and say, would the person with this name wave their arms around? You'd never see them. You wouldn't be able to see them in all those people. And I just think that's incredible that some YouTubers get that size of an audience. And there's no way I'd ever get to that level because what I do is such a niche thing. And I know the way I make videos in one take without fancy editing annoys a lot of people. And it puts a lot of people off watching my videos. But I'm not going to change that because that's just the way I make them. And that's the way I like to do it. So, right, that's the end of my ramble. I'm going to try and keep this short. So I hope you're all right with me going down to 1 video a week. Hopefully the videos I produce as a result of doing this will be even better. So when they come around on the Friday, it'll be more of an enjoyable watch. And let me know, please comment on the things that I've talked about. And if you're happy with me making videos of different types, or if there's a particular thing you want to see, please let me know. Right, okay, so that's my channel update after 3 months. Maybe I'll do another one in 6 months' time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.